Hey Clashers, and welcome back to another video. And we have sneak peek number 2 today, quality of life changes. And well, there are still more sneak peeks coming over the next day, so stay tuned for that. But now let's get started with a couple of quality of life changes. And especially Supercell tried to make one big goal with this update, additional to obviously adding Town 14, but that's making the life easier for a new player. So coming into the game, you will have from now on those free challenges. So those free-to-play challenges, you do not have to pay for those. You just have to play the game, and you will get them in between of the town level 2 to 6. It's going to be a huge change. It's going to be way easier to progress in the beginning, which is huge for Clash of Clans. And well, if you're getting to Town Hall level 7, because like I said, this is from Town Hall level 2 to 6. And for 7 and onwards, there's going to be the Silver and the Gold Pass. So if you're upgrading, you will get all of the rewards which you have not collected just yet, which is awesome. And I think it's going to be way easier now to start into the game, which is a huge and a nice change in my opinion. And well, overall, we have like just the life easier for those new players. And I feel like without new players, the game isn't going anywhere. So I feel like that's a good change. But we have many more on the board. So let's check out the next one. We all know that the recruitment tool isn't the best thing right now in the game. So Supercell made some changes to it and tried to make it more clear how it works. So first off, you can still choose all of the top categories on how you want to search for your new players. But now there's actually an information tool where you can read how exactly this tool is working. In addition to that, from this point on, you can select a language, which is a huge thing. So in addition to having the location set up in your clan description, you have now the language for your chat as well. So for example, if you're living in Germany and you have your language set to German, this tool is going to try to find other players who have a similar playing style as you, and in addition to that, speak the same language. So that's always a great thing, I feel like, and it's obviously making this tool way better to use. There are obviously many more changes in detail. For example, now you have more settings in trying to get new invites to yourself, trying to decline any invites sent to you, and so on. So there are many changes to this tool. I'm looking forward. I want to hear your feedback on that, because then we can pass this on to Supercell if it works better now for you guys. Really looking forward, and I hope it's working better. And now we're getting to something which is, in my opinion, even bigger, and that's cost reductions, which is going to be incredible big, especially for all of those town hall levels in between, right in the middle, like town hall 9, town hall 10. Those town levels are going to have huge reductions just to make sure that you can get all of them. I will show you just a table in a second. But there are more reductions as well to certain troops. For example, the ice golems is going to be 1 less minute. Witches is going to be reduced. Super witches as well. Like those super witches took forever, and now the training time is going to be reduced. The cost for walls as well, they're going to be reduced a little bit. Like the town hall 12 wall, like the level 12 walls, sorry, is from 3 million to 2 million, and then we have the level 13 walls from 5 million to 4 million. So a little bit of a cost reduction right there. But now we're getting to the big one. Now we're getting to the big table, and we can see that right now on your screen with all of those changes, especially for every single town hall level. So we can see for town hall 9 and town hall 10, those huge changes in the costs overall. So you need so much less elixir, gold, and dark elixir to upgrade your troops, your heroes, whatever, which is going to be a huge change, obviously. And all of those things are going to be faster as well. You can see now the time reduction as well for buildings and for the lab as well, which is going to be a huge change. So I feel like this is something which makes the life way easier for most of those players out there trying to catch up, trying to get somehow to town 14 as well, if they're town 14 to town 50 or whatever, because I feel like it's getting kind of tricky to get there in my opinion. But either way, I hope this is helping all of you guys. So I would say let's get to the next change. The next one is we get new achievements. Let's go. Always free gems are appreciated, and we are getting 3 of them. So let's take a look. Let's take a quick look at all of them. So first off, we have the destroying weaponized town hall. You can get this with the level 1 thing for 10 We're destroying 10 of them, then we're going up to 100, and then 2000, where I feel like getting 250 gems for that is, well, it could be a little more in my opinion, but either way, free gems are always appreciated. So this is the first achievement, which is going to be new. Then there is the second one, which is donating siege machines, which is a little bit more like for like some higher town levels, I would say. In addition to that, those siege machines do not count anymore for friend in need, which is like another achievement for like donations overall. So donating siege machines is not counting in anymore into that one. It has now its own achievement. There's a third one. There's another one on the list which we're taking a look at. So let's take a look at that, and that's boosting super troops. So when you're boosting like 20, 100, and 250, you get like 10, 30, and 100 gems for that. It's not too much, but as I said, I mean, it's free gems basically at this point, so it's always appreciated, I feel like. And it's great to have some new challenges. In addition to that, the challenges are going to be reordered to like have like more system behind that, to make it more clear like about how the progress works and everything. So this is going to be another change, but that's basically it for the achievements. So let's move on. The next changes are gameplay changes, which means, for example, if you're going to boost a building, for example, a gold mine, or if you boost your hero and then you're going to upgrade that, well, so far always stop the boost. This is now going to be changed, which is a huge change in my opinion, which is going to be a great addition to Clash of Clans, because now you can actually upgrade the buildings which you want to, and you do not have to stop the boost. In addition to that, yet again, we have some nice changes for the lower town levels. So now you get more loot in those goblin challenges, which I feel like is great, because those goblin challenges are like, it's a nice income for the new players to the game. So I feel like that's great. And well, there's a couple of more changes to the gameplay, but I feel like those were the most important ones, since we have so many changes. I feel like this is by far the longest note list, if you want to call it like this. But there are more changes, especially to the gold pass and like to the seasonal pass overall, to the seasonal challenges. And first off, one of the biggest changes, in my opinion, to that is that you now can split up loot. So, for example, let's say you can collect 1.5 million gold coin, but you have only space for 1 million. So far, you could not collect that. But now from now on, you can like split that up, make sure that you're collecting it, and only like get the 1 million, and the 500,000, they're not going to waste. You can turn them into gems. So always something nice to have right there, which I feel like is a great change. In addition to that, a couple of the challenges got reworked. There are a couple of new challenges as well, for example, to the invisibility spell and things like that. And I think that one of the biggest changes as well is there that all of the troop-based challenges, they're now getting reduced to 1, which I think is cool, because like you do not want to change every single time your entire army to use like 3 or 6 loons or whatever. So I think that's a good change. And well, that's basically it. Obviously, there are a couple of more smaller changes on this list, but I feel like there are so many of them that if you want to check them out, always the patch notes are in the game. You can check that out. Well, yet again, we have more sneak peeks coming over the next days. I hope you're staying tuned for that. I will see you guys back tomorrow for the next video. Until then, see ya. And until then, bye bye.